So student, good evening, and please take a pen and paper with you. So how many of you have seen the topper answer sheet released by the CBSE? This is the first question. If not, just download the CBSE sample paper that has been released in the September. I hope that you might have gone through that same. And the topper answer sheet that is already available on the CBSE website. So just download the CBSE toppers answer sheet that has been released by the CBSE to check how they get maximum marks. So this is my second advice. First advice is don't read any R.D. Sharma, R.S. Agrawal, or any type of book that you are having right now. Simply focus on the sample paper and the NCERT textbook and the exemplar. Because 15 to 20% of the question are set from the exemplar. What you have to do apart from the NCERT and exemplar that I will just be focusing on. Yeah, the third request from the parents, if they are watching also, don't allow your what to read while sleeping. Leaning on the bed and writing the answers is not a good habit. Listening the music, watching the TV while solving the questions paper, and eating or having snacks or dinner in between is not a good habit right now. And this is especially for the parents, that this is not the time to compare your word with others. So just motivate your word, because if at this time when the examination is exam is approaching, so you should just encourage your son or daughter to study and have the proper sleep in between. Okay. So I am just focusing because we are late enough. So chapter wise weightage I am just sharing with you, and please note it down whenever you find it necessary. So this is the marking scheme. Chapter wise you better know that relation and function, the first and second chapter is of 8 marks. Algebra, the third and fourth chapter consist of 10 marks. Calculus 5, 6, 7 and 8 that consist of 35 marks. Vector in 3 dimensions, chapter number 9 and 10 of 14 marks. Linear programming is of 5 marks, and the probability is of 5 marks. Now, this is the detail. Relation and function, 5 marks question will come. Inverse trigonometry, 3 marker question, 3 marks question maximum. Matrices of 2 and determinant of 8, that may vary. So most probably this is the marking scheme that CBSE set for the different region of paper. Now coming to the chapter number 1, relation and function. At the right side you are seeing that the topic that has been deleted for this year is written. In relation and function in the NCERT textbook that you are having contains chapter number 1.1, 1.2, 3, 4, 5. But composition of function, fog and gop, inverse function, and binary operation, these are the deleted topics for this year. In inverse trigonometry, the elementary properties like tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, sine inverse x plus sine inverse y. So these are the deleted topics for this year. So you better know. Now coming to what you have to read in the relation and function and what you have to leave. In relation and function, and the second chapter, the inverse trigonometrical function. In inverse trigonometrical function, the graph of inverse in the defined interval may come. In many of the reason in the last year, the question of graphing the inverse, means sine inverse x, cos inverse x. So graphing of the questions in the given range like 0 to pi, pi by 2 to pi. So that may come. So you just practice the graph questions. Means try to draw the graph of sine inverse x, cos inverse x, and tan inverse x in the certain range 0 to pi, pi by 2 to pi, like that. Yeah, the principal values of inverse, modulus, simple question on the domain and range may be asked, because that you have learned in the class 11. So that those chapters that you have dealt in class 11th, uh, though it seems to be deleted in the CBSE deleted topics, but the questions are asked in the previous year also, and it may also come. So simple advice is read graph of the inverse trigonometrical function, principal value. Yeah. One more type of question, let's simplify sine inverse x plus root under 1 plus x. Such type of question will come. There will be no question on the based on the formula like tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, or sine inverse x plus sine inverse y, cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. So no question will be asked on the topic from the trigonometrical inverse function based on the formula. In relation and function, no question will be asked on the fog and cough. Now coming to the chapter number 3rd and 4th, the matrices and the determinant. Since in the matrices, concept of the elementary row transformation has been deleted, so no question will be asked. Yeah, in matrices must read the question that has been solved in the, like solved example question has to be done. Like the question of the product of AB will be given and you will be asked to find the inverse. A will be given, you will be asked to find the inverse. Word problem question involving 1 upon x, 1 upon y, 1 upon z may be asked in the word problem or in the case study question. So in matrix, case study question uh, are supposed to be asked. So when the product is given, you will not be asked like the question that A is given, B is given, you have to find the inverse. You will be given the product. The same question is already been discussed in the NCERT textbook example. So you have to find the inverse, but not using the elementary row transformation. Simply A inverse equals to adjoint A upon determinant A, like that. Now, checking consistency and unique solutions, such type of question will not be asked. In determinant, no question like 1 plus sine A, 1 plus cos A, or A cube, B cube, such type of question will not be asked, because property of determinant has been removed for this year. I will give the detailed topic-wise analysis later on. Just note it down, and some of the debatable topic I will discuss in between. In chapter number 5, continuity and differentiability, must read left-hand derivative and right-hand derivative, LHD and RHD, for the differentiability. Derivative of the inverse function, though in the inverse function the sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse x formula has been deleted in the inverse topic of second chapter, but there are many questions even in the NCERT textbook that involves the inverse trigonometrical functions and its derivative. So simple question without applying the formula of that has been discussed in the inverse trigonometrical function, derivative of the inverse function is very much there. Differentiability of the greatest integer functions, modulus, first derivative test in maxima and minima is very important. Must revise the formula of the mensuration. Uh, like last year, a question was asked in the differentiability to find to check the differentiability of a greatest integer function at the given interval at x equals to 2. So greatest integer function, differentiability, continuity, you must go through. Rolls and Lagranges, you know that it has been deleted. In maxima and minima, you might be doing the second derivative test, means finding the dy by dx, putting it equals to 0 and finding the value of x, and again finding the d2y by dx square, substituting the value of x that you have obtained in the very first step to check the maxima and minima. But many a time students are not taught the first derivative test to check the maxima and minima. So you must go to the first derivative test, because CBSE many a times asks to check the maxima and minima by applying the first derivative test. Now coming to chapter number 7 and 8. Must read the NCERT. 2 years back, the question was asked, what is the another word for integration in the MCQ? What is the another word for integration? So it is antiderivative, you all know. But many a time that student use only the derivative, differentiation and integration. So they are not very much aware about the another word, though it is been discussed in the NCERT textbook itself. Okay, so no direct question on the substitution. Integration by parts will come. Question like root 10x, find the integral of root 10x, or integration of 1 upon sine to the power 4x plus cos to the power 4x. Such type of question will not be asked. Yeah. Shifting of the origin means drawing the graph of y equals to modulus of x minus 2, or y plus 2 equals to x plus 2 whole square. Though CBSE talks about only the question will be asked based on the standard formula. Like if you talk about the parabola, so you will be given y square equals to 16x, like that. But in last year, in many of the region, the question based on y equals to mod of x minus 2, or y plus 2 equals to x plus 2 whole square, such type of question was asked. So you may expect CBSE to ask you the question based on shifting of the origin. So there you will not be given the direct formula based question that y square equals to 4x is the parabola. So y square equals to 4x, it may be asked that y plus 2 whole square equals to 8x plus 2. So such type of question you may expect. So you practice about the shifting of the origin. Do practice area of the triangle. You will be given the coordinate and you have to find the area of the triangle. Moreover, you will be given the equation of the line and you will be asked to find the area of the triangle. So have enough practice on the area of the triangle of both the cases. The first case is when the vertices is given and when the equation of the line is given. Yeah, parabola plus line of line, area below x-axis, two circles. Circle and parabola will not be asked. So any question in area of the application of the integral in chapter number 8, area under simple curve. Here you can see that especially line, circle, parabola, ellipse in standard form. CBSE has already written that the question will be asked on the standard form, but the same CBSE in the last year has asked the question based on the origin, shifting of the origin, because it has been discussed in class 11. So the topic that has already been discussed in class 11, though it has been deleted from the class 12th part, But since it has been discussed in class 11, so that may come. So specifically, uh, area between two curves, the circle, two circles equation will be given and you will be asked to find the area in between. So that may come. Parabola and the line, that will come. But you will be not asked any question involving circle and parabola, ellipse and parabola, ellipse and line. So only parabola and line. Circle and parabola uh, question will not be coming. Two circles and shifting the origin. Even in the circle, the standard form is x square plus y square equals to something. But in NCERT textbook, in the example part, you will be finding there are two questions where you will be you are using basically the shifting of origin principle while solving the area between two curves when the uh, direct standard form equation is not given. Now coming to chapter number 9. Formation of differential equation whose general solution is given is deleted. So focus only on the linear differential equation. Uh, finding the degree, finding the degree and order, you might have seen in the NCERT that the equation need to be squared or cubed to get the differential equation. So such type of question will not be coming where the equation will be given in you need to find the square or cubing both the side to form the standard equation of the differential equation. So such type of question discussed in chapter number 9, exercise 9.1 will not be coming. Difference, okay. Sometime definitions based question on the based on definition will be asked. So do read the definition of the homogeneous function in the differential equation. Because last year the question when the definition of the homogeneous equation homogeneous function was given and a question was asked. So do read the definition. No question on the radical type uh, where you need to square or cubing will be asked. So read the definition of the definition of the homogeneous function. Now, coming to chapter number, uh, vector and three dimensions and vector and three dimension. Coming to the vector, in vector, uh, there is only the word projection in the NCERT textbook. You have to find the projection of A on B or B on A. But you have to read about the vector projection and scalar projection. Though the vector projection and scalar projection word has not been discussed in the NCERT textbook. Like in chapter number 1, okay, I am just coming to chapter number 1 again. So do read the definition and the formula of the vector projection and scalar projection in chapter number 9. And simple question will be asked what to read and what not to read. I will just be discussing in between. In three dimensions, there are likely many chances that the question based on the point of intersection of the line, the two favorite questions are image of the line and finding the foot of the perpendicular. Identification whether two lines are parallel, perpendicular, such type of question will be asked. No question on the shortest distance, line passing through one point and perpendicular to another will be asked. But equation of the shortest distance, since it is not in the syllabus, will not be asked. Okay, in linear programming, must read the meaning of the terms like constraints, feasible reason, bounded, unbounded reason, optimal, because in MCQ, though in the private published a sample paper, you will not be finding such type of question. But if you have seen the CBSE released paper or the paper of the last year of different reason, if you are having the access of CBSE different reason question, then you might have seen that the question to check whether you know the meaning of that word, constants, feasible reason, bounded and unbounded, what is the optimal uh, function. So such type of question based on your understanding of the different words that has been used in the linear programming problem may be asked in the one marker question. Uh, Formation of the linear programming problem is deleted, so no question from what no what problem will be asked in the linear programming problem. Now coming to the last, the probability. Since variance of the random variable, Bernoulli theorem, binomial theorem has been deleted, so you may expect the question from the Bayes theorem in the case study question. Conditional probability this time is very important. Finding the mean of probability distribution function is very important. Multiplication theorem. There are not many questions on the multiplication theorem or addition theorem in the NCERT textbook, though you have to go through the exemplar part to read about the multiplication theorem on probability. Yeah, do learn the definition of the independent event and conditional probability. As I said earlier, that you have to go through the definition of the homogeneous function in the differential equation. I also suggest you to read the definition of the independent event and the total probability. And the independent event and the conditional probability, that many a time it has been seen that the question based on the definition of the independent event and conditional probability are asked in the one marker question. So do read the definition of conditional probability and independent event. Now, some of the debatable topic I am discussing before giving you the detailed analysis of the NCERT textbook. In the graph, though there is no any graph of, I'm just revisiting once again for you. So in the chapter number 2, there is no graph on the inverse function given, but I suggest you to read the graph of the inverse function, its domain and range. Learn its property, though it will not be asked, but it will help you in the other topic. So basic question like finding the slope of tangent or normal may be asked. Though tangent and normal has been deleted, so finding the slope or normal, so any question from the tangent and normal will not be asked directly. But since you have learned that dy by dx is the slope in class 11, so simple question without the naming the word the slope may be asked. Now coming to next, I will just open the discussion in between. Area between two curves, just read 8.2 also. In 3D, line intersecting plane xy, yz, zx should be read. So case study question may be asked from the Bayes theorem, random variable and matrix word problem. Okay, now I am trying to be very precise. Now, just open your NCERT textbook because you are at home, so that is accessible to you. In chapter number 1, relation and function, the right side is the drop topic. You can also take the screenshot, or I will share the PPT also, but you can note it down on your pen and paper, on your paper using. So in chapter number 1, page number 12, page number 13, 14, 15. That you have to read. These are the drop topic that you have to read. 13 and 14 full page has been dropped. So rest you have to read. Example number 24 and 25 from page number 15 has been will not be asked. Any question from page number 16 to 25 will not be asked. Question number 12 and 13 from page number 26 will not be asked. Example 45 and 49 from page number 27 and 28 that you can skip. Question number 1 to 3, 6 to 7, 9, question number 11 to 14, and 18 to 19 from the page number 29 to 31, you can skip. In the summary point of page number 31 and 32, you can skip point number 11 to 13 and point number 15 to 19. Must read the summary point at the end of the chapter given. So I am giving you the detailed description about chapter to chapter, that which page number and which question you can skip. Chapter number 2, properties of the inverse trigonometrical function, page number 42 to 44. Example 4, 7, and 8, an alternative solution of the example number 5 from the page number 45 to 47. 47 to 48, question number 3, 4, 6, 12, 14, and 15. Page number 49 to 51, question number 10, 11, 12, and 13. Question number 8, 12, and 17 from the miscellaneous exercise from the page number 51 and 52. And summary point from 8 to 13 from page number 53 that you can skip from the chapter number 2. You can just take the screenshot with you if you are on the laptop. If you are on the mobile, you can just note it down or take the screenshot as well. Okay. Chapter number 3, matrices. Skip page number 90 to 92, especially elementary operation transformation of the matrix. From page number 92 to 97, 3.8, question number 18 of exercise 3.4 has to be revisited. So from page number 92 to 97, from exercise 3.4, must solve question number 18. Example 26 from page number 98 has to be removed, skipped. From the miscellaneous exercise, page number 100 to 101, question number 1 to 3, and question number 12, you have to skip. You can skip. And in the summary, I'm again advising you to revisit the summary portion. Third last point of page number 102 of chapter number 3. These are the topics, subtopics and the page number and the question number that you can skip. Chapter number 4, determinant. You need not read the properties of the determinant given in page number 109 to 121 of the NCERT textbook. Miscellaneous example, question number 30, 31, 32, and 34. From the miscellaneous exercise, question number 2, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 17 that you can skip. So question number 2, question number 4 to 6, question number 11 to 15 and 17 from page number 137 to 143. Summary point 4 to 11 from page number 144, you can skip. Now coming to chapter number 5, continuity and differentiability. Page number 165 to 166, example 22 and 23. Example 27 from page number 168. 5.8 mean value theorem from page number 184 to 186. From page number 186 to 187 of the NCERT textbook, volume number 1, you can skip miscellaneous example 44, part 2. Page number 192 to 193, question number 19 of miscellaneous exercise. And summary point 5, 7 and 8, you can skip or you can delete for while preparing for this year. You can take the screenshot, and I will request Prince Ji to share the PPT that I will share with you on your mail, or you can take the screenshot in the worstwhile cases.
We will share it, Professor.
Okay. Chapter number 6, application of the derivative. Page number 206 to 216. Exercise number 6.4 and 6.5. No question will be asked from 6.4 and 6.5. From page number 236 to 238, example 45 and 46, you can skip. Page number 242 to 244, question number 1, 4 and 5, and 20 to 24. This question you need not practice. Page number 245, summary point number 4 to 10, you can skip. Coming to integral, chapter number 7, volume 2, book NCERT. So page number 290, 291, points number 11 and 213, the list of the derivative. Page number 291 to 292, geometrical interpretation of indefinite integration. Comparison between differentiation and integration, page number 298 to 299. (613 to 616), 7.6.3, types of integral. Definite integral as the limit of sum, exercise 7.9. So you can skip 7.9, 7.10. 7.8, 7.9, 7.10, you can skip. Page number 352 to 354, question number 19, 32, 40, and 44, that you can leave for this year. Chapter number 8, application of integral. The area of the region bounded by the curve and the line. 8.2. Yeah, you must go through most of the question of 8.2 that contains the line and the parabola. Simple equation of the ellipse, parabola, that has been discussed in the example part also. So area between the curve, no question involving parabola and ellipse. parabola and circle will be asked. Simple question on the circle or parabola on the standard equation or shifting the origin that I had discussed earlier. You may revisit. Question number 3 and 6 to 11 from exercise 8.1 you can skip. Area between two curves, I have categorically told you what to read, what not to. Must solve all the question of the example, the solved example. As far as the MCQ is concerned, you must go through the NCERT exemplar to have an idea of what type of MCQ will be asked, because 15% question are generally set from the NCERT exemplar. Examples 11, 13, 14, question number 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 to 15 and 18 and 19 from page number 373 to 376, you can cross it out. Yeah, chapter number 9, I have told you that no question on the radical type of differential equation will be asked. From exercise 9.1 or elsewhere. In 9.5, it has been deleted for this year. So 9.4, formation of the differential equation whose general solution is given, it is deleted. Page number 415 to 416. Example number 25, you can cross. Question number 3, 5 and 15 from page number 420 to 422, you can cross. Scalar triple product has already been deleted. Coplanarity of the three vectors has already been deleted. Now, 3 dimensions. In 3 dimension must read the image and the foot of the perpendicular. 465 page number. Relation between the direction cosine of the line is deleted. Equation of the line passing through two given point, question number 8 and 9 is deleted. Page number 469 to 471, question number 8 and 9. Exercise 11.2. Page number 477 to 478, 11.6, plane is deleted. Angle between two planes will not be asked. Distance of a point from a line, angle between a line and plane will not be asked. Shortest distance, you will not be asked to get to find the equation when the coordinates are given. This will not be asked, but even you can apply the determinant formula to find the shortest distance. Page number 497 to 499, question number 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 10 to 19 and 21 to 23 from the miscellaneous exercise can be dropped. Chapter number linear programming, you need not read the second chapter that talks about forming the linear equation. So no word problem will be asked where you need to solve the question using the solve the question. Yeah. In chapter number 13, random variable 13.6 and its probability distribution is deleted. Page number 558 to 559, example 22 and 23, you can skip. Page 559 to 564, mean and probability distribution of the random variable is deleted. Its variance, Bernoulli trials, page number 579 to 581. This is important. 579 to 581, example 34 and 35, you need not practice. Page number 583, question number 5 to 7 and 9 to 11 in the miscellaneous exercise can be dropped. So these were the detailed question. Yeah. So simple advice before I open the chat for you or the question you need to ask. Yeah, at least practice 10 to 15 full length sample paper and try to complete the question paper in 2 hours 30 minutes. Practice all the formula, especially the mensuration part, because it will help you in chapter number 6, exercise 6.5 in the maxima minima. It will also help you in the rate measure 6.1 also. Uh, Give paper in the one go, because it has generally been seen that at home that students do not read for 2 hours 30 minutes continuously. They take 2 3 breaks in between. So complete the paper in one go. Don't take break in between. Must go through, you might have gone through the sample paper released. So generally 2 sample paper are released by the CBSE, one for the sample and the one for the practice, and must go through the marking scheme that will give you the idea that where the marks has been deducted by while evaluating the paper. So the sample paper and its marking scheme has already been uploaded by the CBSE that you need to check. Okay. Revise from the NCERT and the NCERT exemplar right now. Try to avoid cutting your answer every now and then. Work out the area where you need to work upon, because so far you might have checked out that in which part of the question paper, in which part of the syllabus you find yourself revisiting the same. So just try out that which chapter you need to focus on. Right now, this is the time to practice only those chapters, not going in the detail. Just keep practicing 1 or 2 sample paper. Um, During the gap, practice at least 3 to 4 sample paper and make it a habit. Okay, double check the units, vector sign, dx, because I have seen while evaluating the question paper answer sheet that students solve the answers but forget to use the dx sign in the integration, or while writing the final answer they forget to add the constant terms in the integration. So double check units, vector sign, dx sign in the inside the integral, plus c at the end of the answer in the integration. Must write the formula wherever necessary in the right side. While solving the question paper, solving the maximum minima questions, to write the formula, even if you feel that the formula has been discussed in class 9th and 10th, the area of the sphere, volume of the sphere, cone, cylinder. So if you think that you need not write, then please write the formula wherever necessary, wherever you can find time to write, must write the formula in bracket in the right side of the answer. Okay. Uh, Simple advice, point number 5, it is not essential to attempt the question in the proper ordering, because many a time student ask me that whether it is necessary to start the question uh, in the proper ordering. No, it is not essential to attempt the question in the proper ordering, but try to avoid the zigzag ordering. Zigzag ordering means if you are solving question number 1, sorry, section 1, um, then there are question number 1 to 18. So you can solve in the zigzag order, but you cannot change the section in between. So if you are solving section number C, again you are moving to section number D, again coming back to section number C, that will create a problem. So don't write the answer in the zigzag form, but Ordering is not very important, but jumping the section is very important. Because if you are avoiding, try to avoid the zigzag ordering for evaluator to understand it properly, because this evaluator has to put the answer of each mark of each questions at the beginning of the question, answer sheet. And okay, in section A, uh, try to, if you have time, then you can give the explanation, but there you need not explain it elaborately. Only answer is sufficient, or some detail, some brief explanation is necessary if you want. So proper reasoning formula, except section number A and B, everywhere you need to write the proper reasoning why you have done this. Especially in the three-dimensional geometry, if the vector coordinate is vector equation is given, and if you want to convert in the Cartesian to solve the question, you have to write. You can do the same. You can convert the vector into Cartesian or Cartesian into vector wherever you find it convenient. Okay. Uh, don't leave any question unattempted, because many a time it has been seen that student do not write the proper step. CBSE provides step marking that you can see in the marking scheme. So don't leave the question unattempted. Try to solve it. Maybe that you will not be able to solve the question till end, but if you can solve the question 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, that will also fetch you marks. In graph, just use the pen and pencil, ruler, and don't forget to write the scale in the graph paper. Most importantly, those who are preparing for the JEE, they might have learned few shortcut tricks. So that will not work in the CBSE. So alternative solution, if you know something uh, better than that has been discussed in the NCERT textbook or in the RD Sharma, if you are coming with the different solution, that is welcomed. But don't use the JEE shortcut tricks or formula in the NCERT textbook. Uh, try to solve as many sample paper as you can at your home, but try to get it solved in 2 hours 30 minutes so that you can revise it properly and thoroughly. Yeah, the final suggestion in chapter number 1, question like smallest equivalence relation of set A is something, number of onto function, number of bijection, and equivalence class. There is no question on equivalence class in the NCERT textbook, though this word has been mentioned in NCERT textbook, equivalence class. So solve few questions based on the equivalence class from the exemplar or RD Sharma. In chapter number 3 and 4, read the definition of the matrix. Different type of matrix is given. Read the definition because in MCQ, the question are asked to check the vocabulary of the student many a times. So if you are if you have gone through the definition of the different types of matrix, that will also help you. The formulas of adjoint, minor, and cofactors that may be asked in the assertion and reasoning question. In chapter number 5, continuity of first and second kind, removable discontinuity need to be revisited. Do question of continuity from the exemplar and RD, because there are only 2 or 3 questions from the NCERT textbook that are good. Apart from that, no question from the continuity of NCERT will be asked, because that are not good question for the CBSE examination. So do read the question of continuity from the exemplar and RD. Coming to chapter number 6, question on increasing and decreasing, maxima and minima, what problems should also be done from the exemplar and the past paper. Chapter number 7, must try to solve all the proof of the definite integration given in the NCERT textbook. Many a time it has been seen that instead of giving the direct question, you are asked to prove the properties. So properties of definite integration and its proof need to be revisited. Okay. In chapter number 12, I told you that no word problem from the linear programming problem will become. But as far as the graphical content is, do read the word problem. Don't try to solve it as solved in the NCERT, because it is deleted. But the word problem you need to go to, because you will not be asked to formulate the linear programming problem, but the graphical solution can be done with the help of the word problem. Okay, question of the multiplication theorem on probability should be done from the other book, because in the NCERT textbook there is no question on the multiplication theorem on probability. Okay, this was all from my side. I will share the list of some of the important questions that I have not shown you, but I will share by in a day or two to Prince Ji. He will share with you. The PPT that has been shown to you will be shared, and I hope that you might have taken the screenshot, but Prince Ji will share the same with you. Now the floor is open for the question.
Professor, there is questions are in the Q&A place. I will read out the question.
Okay.
Okay.
If I can see, I am just in the chat, no?
No, not in chat. You can go to that. There is some below the chat. There is Q&A is there. There is. Okay. So I will read the questions. No issues at all.
Okay, I can't see that.
Okay. Yeah. The students are asking that the page numbers are not matching. There is there somebody saying that they are having that new book.
No.
Is this
I
a
am
new book or what?
no. If you are having the new book, so I am giving you the detailed description from the last year book, because CBSE, sorry, NCERT has released the new textbook. Delete. With the deleted portion. So I am just showing you the textbook of the last year. So if you are having the textbook of the last year, last year means that has not been released in 2024, yearly year 2023, because last year CBSE has released the textbook with the deleted portion. So that will not work. Yeah.
Okay.
I will share the textbook, or you can download it from the website also. From the not the from the NCERT website, from the other website, it is available on the web. Yeah. Second question.
If you don't write dx in integration steps, will they reduce marks?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. So is there questions from foot of perpendicular from vectors? And
Foot of the perpendicular question only from the 3D will be asked.
yeah,
And you must read the foot of the perpendicular or finding the image type of question. Finding the image of a point is not in the NCERT. only one question of foot of the perpendicular is given in the NCERT textbook, but must read foot of the perpendicular and image, finding the image of a point uh, about a line from different textbook.
So is that answer booklet has been modified by NCERT?
Answer booklet.
It has been modified.
Answer booklet by the CBSE. NCERT is
Yeah.
not giving
So we
answer
have seen
booklet. I
that
am not.
the answer. There is a question. We have seen
Mhm.
that the answer booklet has been modified.
NCERT doesn't modify the answer booklet because you are appearing for the CBSE. Probably I am not getting the question
Okay.
correctly.
Okay. Next question I will go ahead.
Okay.
So, probability question from
Mhm.
permutation combination concept, can it be asked?
Definitely.
And also
Definitely.
probability. Hmm.
Probability. I told you at the very beginning that any concept that has been dealt in class 11th will be asked. Like there will not be any word like slope mentioned because there is no tangent and normal. Topic has been deleted. So the question of slope, finding the slope in the increasing and decreasing, the word slope may be mentioned because it has been discussed in class 11. Like uh, in chapter number 6, exercise 6.1, the word slope may be asked while finding the rate measure. So the word slope in the direct terms of tangent and normal will not be asked, but since it has been discussed in class 11th, like uh, shifting the origin is in class 11th, so such type of question will definitely be asked.
Uh, how to practice application of integrals? Very few questions only in book. What other books should I practice from the
Yeah.
chapter?
As my humble suggestion to all the students who are here, uh, just practice the last year's paper or sample paper that you are having. The CBSE sample paper that has been released by the CBSE, there are many sample papers available on internet, or I will just write from the south. There is one teacher from Hyderabad, Kumar sir. Just type Kumar sir and you will find one sample paper he released every day, and there are more than 15 sample paper. Just write Kumar sir, Kumar, Kumar SIR sir. So there is a website of Kumar. So he generally puts the sample paper of physics, chemistry, biology, sorry, physics, chemistry and maths on an twice or thrice in a week, and on the very next day he releases the answers key also. So practice 10 to 15 sample paper from that website. That will give you an idea.
Is it
Don't practice
necessary
from
to
a no, don't practice from any other book or in or RD Sharma. Just practice the sample paper.
Okay, sir.
I will
Is
share
it
the link with you. Yes. Next question.
Yeah, is it necessary to study standard deviation in random probability?
No,
No.
no
Okay.
mean, no standard deviation, no variance.
Okay. So tips to cover the AOD word problems.
Uh, AOD word problem, as I told you that CBSE though have published the syllabus that the standard parabola, ellipse or hyperbola or circle equation will be asked. But as far as yeah, the tips is concerned, uh, in a practice of the last 5 years question paper, last 5 year question, deleting the two area between the two curves where curve having parabola, ellipse, curve having two parabola and circle. You can leave that. Practice at least all the question, uh, especially the circle part, the parabola part of the NCERT textbook. Yeah, I may suggest few questions that are important that I will share with Prince Ji. He can share with you. But give me the time. I will share some of the important questions from the chapter number 8.
Okay, Professor. So one student is asking repeatedly that request you to specify what is deleted and what is not in the PPT.
No. What is deleted, I will share with you. The PPT, yeah, PPT I will share with Prince Ji. He will share with you on your email. So every topic that has been deleted by the CBSE is categorically mentioned in the box. In the right side, you will find some of the topic written at the left side. That has to be revisited, that you need to read. Apart from that, I will share the list of the important question. Yeah. Uh, First, in the chapter number 1, you need to read the equivalence class question that is not in the NCERT. In chapter number 5, you need to read the continuity of first kind and second kind, definition of the removable discontinuity. So definition, first, I am just telling you the definition of the equivalence class, chapter number 1. Definition of the removable discontinuity, discontinuity of the first and second kind that you need to read. In chapter number 7, the another word of integral, that is antiderivative, that you have to read. Properties and its proof of chapter number 7.10 or 7.11 that you need to practice. The definition of the homogeneous function from chapter number 9. Definition of the vector and scalar projection that is not mentioned in the NCERT textbook, but there are question of vector projection and scalar projection in the exemplar that you have to read. In chapter number 13, you have to read the definition of the uh, independent event and conditional probability. In chapter number 12, you have to read the definition of the constants, feasible reason, because in assertion and reasoning question and in MCQ, question based on the definition of certain words that I have just categorically told you are asked for the last so many years. So you just practice.
Yes.
As far as chapter number 8 is concerned, I will share the probable important question list that you will get by the end of this week. Apart from along with this PPT, I am sharing just now.
Okay. Professor, one more question.
Yeah.
What is the best way to determine whether a question requires the use of permutation and combination in probability chapter, and where we need not use it?
Where to use permutation type of question will not be asked. Yes, combination question that has already been uh, discussed in the NCERT example, you have to revisit, especially the one where the cards are drawn simultaneously or cards are drawn one after another. Cards are drawn when the cards are lost. So such type of question you need to practice the three. When the two or three cards are lost. Second, when the card are removed, card are taken out one after another or simultaneously. So when the simultaneously word is written, so you have to use the combination. So when three cards are removed, four cards are removed, so combination will be used here. one after another. You need not, you may or you may not apply. So without applying, when the word one by one after another, you cannot, you may skip the combination.
Yes, Professor. Final question. Uh, it's very interesting one. So I feel you are the right person to answer that person. Sir, I feel lazy and unmotivated to solve math problems. What should I do, sir? How do I motivate myself?
See, this is the high time, uh, because everybody is expecting you to crack the nail. So uh, there are two things. Either you are not trying to sit 2.5 hours continuously. You are deviating, you are watching the TV, you are listening the music. So if you are doing, if you are having the mobile with you, so I will request you to put the mobile with your parents for the next 30 days. Because as long as you are connected with any of the social media app, you will feel deviated. Don't talk with any of your friend who you find that who is just trying to demotivate you, because this is the juncture where any of the competent of from your class who will not find you to score maximum than him or her will just call you and demotivate you. So try to keep yourself away from any social media app. Just enjoy, as just go through some of the topic where you find yourself uh, not good. Suppose, especially for the last so many years, I have been experiencing that students find it difficult in the integration topic. So this time 3 or 4 chapters, 7.8, 7.9, 7.7, this has been deleted, already been deleted by the CBSE. So in NCERT there are 11 chapter, 11 exercises. So 4 has already been deleted, so there are 7. If you don't want to read the whole, only practice the sample paper. First, try to practice the solved sample paper. That will give you an idea. Especially what happens if you try to solve the unsolved sample paper, and any time if you find that I can't solve 3 or 4, 5 questions, that will certainly demotivate you, because this is the high time and you can't demotivate you. So first try to solve the solved paper. Just go through the solved paper. First, read the answers and check that whether you have understood the question and its answer that has been discussed or not. Just solve it. And once you find that, oh, I understood all the answers, then just take 30 to 40 minutes to go through the question, solved question paper. After that, you solve it from your side without taking the help of the textbook, without taking the answers. So first try to solve the solved sample paper. That will motivate you enough, because it will give you the feeling that okay, you have understood it. If you, because why, if you are solving the unsolved sample paper and if you cannot solve 2, 3, 4 questions, then it will demotivate you. So first try to solve at least 6 to 7 solved sample paper before moving to unsolved.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor. Thanks for answering all the questions.